Hey everyone, I'm back to finish up my Mega Man 10 gameplay with Wily Stage 3, and this is probably the worst stage of this run. I make a lot of mistakes here, so it's probably the worst actual gameplay. But nonetheless, I hope everybody had a good E3 week. Thought I'd talk about that a bit, because there were quite a few surprises. It was actually a really good E3 this year, much better than previous years. Nintendo had probably the strongest showing in their press conference, but there was a lot of good stuff from all sides. Not actually, I'm not so sure how I felt about Microsoft's conference. I thought it was a bit like they sort of went in the direction that Nintendo had gone in previous years, and just that was really disappointing. Like it wasn't what I don't think it was what a lot of actual Xbox fanboys and such wanted from the company. They did a lot of announcements for their new motion controller, which I guess got the name Kinect, and it looks awful. I had so much confidence in that it was gonna like blow everybody away with its camera only controls and the microphone attachment and things like that. And when it actually came time to like show it off, they were showing like well it was all just Wii ripoffs, like, and not good Wii ripoffs, but like Kinect Sports and Kinect Party games and that sort of thing, like Kinectimals, just not not. It doesn't really seem like they're pushing it to its limits, sort of thing. And I don't think that like the people who are into the motion controlled games and like the Kinect Sports mini game collections, that sort of thing, party games, I don't think that those are the kind of people who are going to be willing to like, let go of their Wiis and pick up a whole new console with a whole new accessory, just to play essentially the same games, that they can get on their Wii. Plus the Wii's already got the library for it and the install base for it. So I really think that, like, by not hitting up their target, oh, this part sucks, so I sped it up. I really think that by not trying to appeal to their target audience whatsoever, they really dropped the ball on this one. I think it's gonna flop now because I think what they should have done is released some core titles for their target audience first, like the actual Xbox owners, and then maybe once the casual gamers like see that in other people's homes, they might be interested in it and jump on board with that. But I think it's gonna flop as it is right now. Some of the interface stuff was kind of cool, but like even with that, I don't see how hovering your hand over a button for a few seconds is any easier than just doing a few swipes with the joystick and then clicking a button. It's probably actually a lot faster to do it with the joystick, but there's voice controls too, and I guess I can't complain about that. The other cool thing, actually, I think my favorite part of Xbox's presentation was kind of a surprise, because I'm not into sports at all, like whatsoever, pretty much. But they announced that there was this ESPN thing coming to Xbox Live, and I thought that was actually really cool because it lets you watch sports, like stream sports, but then you can put your avatars in a room with a buddy and watch the sports with a friend, and it gives you like trivia questions and things like that, and you can put up polls to vote on which team you think is going to win and stuff. And I thought that was really cool because it's sort of like, even not being a sports fan, I'd imagine that watching sports like in a bar or at a stadium where you're around people like cheering on teams and stuff is a lot more fun than just doing it by yourself, and they've kind of brought that experience home, which I think is a really good idea. So I hope they do well with that at least. PlayStation, or Sony's got a new motion controller for the PlayStation, the Move, and I think that one's going to fare a lot better because, well, the thing that got me about it is that it has Killzone 3 support, and I think that, like, people are going to pick up PS3, and the people with controllers are just going to get owned by anybody who's got a Move, because, like, if you've never played a shooter with like pointer controls. It's ridiculously more accurate. That's going to be such an unfair advantage, and so I think if anything's going to get people to buy the move, it's going to be Killzone 3 multiplayer for sure. Aside from that, I don't have a whole lot to say about the Sony conference. I'm not a PlayStation owner, but I think that the one game that actually made me, for a while, I really wanted to get one for a few months just so I could play Little Big Planet 1 actually when that first came out, and they announced a second one which looks so much better even, and that I really want to try that. That actually looks really exciting, but still right now I don't know if it would justify the price. Although, you know, one of the good things about the PlayStation conference, watching it as an Xbox and Wii owner, was that they probably announced better Xbox games than the Microsoft conference did. But I should probably start talking about the Nintendo conference now before this wraps up, because that was by far the best one. That was just like surprise after surprise of amazing looking games, and like a lot of them are rehashes or remakes, things like that. But that's really nothing new. I think the only thing that's you know, like that's an actual remake would be the GoldenEye one, and I think the rest are just, you know, what you can expect from new games in their respective series. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because those games are still damn good. As you can tell, I much prefer retro games to a lot of the modern stuff that's released in 2D platformers and such. I was really happy to see Donkey Kong Country Returns, because I think Donkey Kong Country was the first game I ever got 100% on in my life. And that was awesome. I played that religiously as a kid. GoldenEye, of course, I'm so fucking excited about that. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's made by Activision, it's just going to be a cash-in. But I honestly, from the trailer, I think that this looks like the kind of GoldenEye game that people have been waiting for. It looks like they put a lot of love into it. Like, it looks like GoldenEye. It doesn't look like Rogue Agent or Nightfire or anything like Perfect Dark Time Splitters. This is just GoldenEye as it was all over again, with a few modernizations, but that's to be expected, and it's most welcome. I think the thing that really sold me on it, though, is that in the trailer you can actually see the neon orange sniper rifle that looks just like it did in the N64 version, and I think that was the moment where I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. This looks like it's gonna be a game made with a lot of heart and respect for the original. I can't believe they kept that in there. And then there was the Kirby game, which at first glance it's like, oh, it's a Kirby game, you know, with yarn or like with a different art style and stuff. But like from the stuff that it shows you in the trailer, the interaction with the level and like the way that he's opening zippers and like pulling levels or pulling parts of the level across and like scrunching them together, it doesn't look like any other platformer. It looks like there's going to be a lot of awesome and really unique stuff in there, and I'm actually, even though it seems so simple, I was really excited about that one after I saw it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed E3. Let me know what you liked best about it in the comments.